If you have the Honda CR-V 2012-2014 and you want to flat tow this car, it's not impossible. Even if it's all-wheel drive, it's still not impossible. So first of all, you need to prepare this car with the automatic transmission for towing. For this, the manual says that you will need to check the transmission fluid in this vehicle. I have the video about transmission fluid check on my channel, so you can check it out. Then you will need to start the car, let it work for a while, then move this shifter through all positions. This is important. From park to one and from one back to park, you will need to move the shifter slowly through all the positions and hold it in every position for a couple of seconds. Then while still holding the brake pedal on, you will need to shift to drive and hold it for 5 seconds and then shift to neutral. Once you shift to neutral, you may want to apply the parking brake and wait for about 5 minutes. So the transmission and the engine will need to warm up properly. Now you may turn off the engine. Your transmission is still in neutral. It's very important that it's not in park because you will break it immediately when you start towing. You release the parking brake and you leave the key in accessory mode. If it's the metal key, you leave it in this position in accessory mode. Make sure you turn off audio system, you turn off everything because it will drain the battery. The engine doesn't work and the alternator doesn't work. And every bit of power that your car now consumes, it consumes from 12-volt batteries. You can kill it easily. Turn off the climate system, turn off the audio system, make sure it says audio off, and leave the key in accessory mode because otherwise the steering will be blocked. If you leave it like this, the steering wheel will be blocked and it may lead to accidents. Also, one you need to remember, if it's an all-wheel drive car, you will need to put all 4 wheels on the ground. Don't use any kind of equipment that takes the front wheels off the ground and leaves only the rear wheels. It will break the differential after just several dozen miles and you will have to repair your car. Also, Honda manual says that it's important to change the fluid once every 30,000 miles or 50,000 kilometers if you tow your Honda CR-V behind the motorhome. It's not impossible according to the manual, so you can tow your Honda CR-V behind the motorhome. But if you're doing this pretty frequently, you need to change transmission fluid more often. Also, remember that if you tow more than 8 hours, you need to repeat this procedure to warm up the transmission and the engine, as I showed you before, once every 8 hours. Or at least every day before you start towing. And this way you will save your transmission from any damage.